Hey, I'm coming to you from my home today, so the Wi-Fi may or may not continue to work. Hopefully it does. Um, yeah, just had to do some work today at my home. This is the day that my massage practitioner sees clients at my studio, so I kind of like to stay out of there so I don't disturb them and come home and hang out with the kitty cats a little bit. Got a whole big basket of towels there to fold so that there's enough towels for the studio tonight. Hey Ryan, hi Mark, hey Andy. So that's been my day. Pretty productive, getting lots done. Thought I'd talk about whether or not you're ready for a change. So lots of times, and this probably happened to you, where you want to change something and you like want it so bad you can almost taste it. It's like you really want this certain outcome. There's something in your life that you just really want to change, but you're not doing the things to change it, and you're just getting frustrated. So you're like, what's wrong with me? Am I not able to do this? Can I not make this change? And that's probably not the case. It's probably just that you're not ready. And that's okay. You might feel like you're ready because you want it so badly, but if you are not physically and mentally ready to do what you need to do, that's okay because you will be ready at some point. So, try not to get frustrated. At the same time, don't get stuck either. You need to be able to recognize when you are finally ready for this change, when it is the time to take that jump and make the change that you need to make. Hey Laura, how's it going? So I thought I'd talk about some signs, some pretty clear signs that kind of let you know that, yeah, now is the time to make the change. And a lot of these really resonated with me because when I made a major change in my life and really turned my life around, I went through these things. So the first one, you're tired of living just to get through another day. So have you ever felt like that? You're just, going through the motions, you're paying the bills, and you're just, you're getting sick of that. Like life, deep down, life is supposed to be more than that. It's supposed to be good. It's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to have things that you enjoy. It's not meant to just get up in the morning, get dressed, go to work, pay the bills, go to bed, and that's it. So you know that you need more. So if you're really feeling that way and you're just sick of it, you're just sick of just living that day-to-day lifestyle just to get to the end of the day, that's a really good sign that you are now ready and it's time to figure out how to make the change that you need to make. Hey Teresa, how's it going? The other one, your life is in upheaval. So if there's an area of your life that's in upheaval right now, that's a really clear sign that you need to make a change because you need to take care of that. You don't need to be living in upheaval. So this is a great time for you to learn more about yourself, what you really want, and what you're willing to do to get that. So if you're experiencing some upheaval in your life right now, I know it's really hard emotionally, but know that this is a really good time to learn about yourself and to know what you're capable of doing and what you're willing to do to make that change. So upheaval is just a really big, loud sign that says, hey, we need some changes here. So don't ignore that and don't stay stuck in that upheaval. You feel like you've hit rock bottom. So a lot of people talk about their rock bottom. And I had hit my rock bottom with my fitness and nutrition. So I was just at a point where I was so frustrated. I was so upset, just always, depressed, and my nutrition was really bad, and I was working out, but I was working out way too much. It was becoming more of an obsession than anything else, and I was just so frustrated of, doing these crazy strict diets and then falling off of it and then hating myself, and just it was just a cycle that just kept happening over and over and over again. That went on for years. And during those years, I knew what I wanted. I wanted to be fit and healthy and happy, and I wanted to feel strong. And I knew that, and I wanted it so badly, but I was going about it the wrong way. I just kept doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, which is insanity, right? That's the definition of insanity. But it was a long time before I was actually ready to make the changes that I needed to make. So when I felt like I'd hit rock bottom and this is it, I'm at the end of my rope, it's either make a change or, there's just no other choice. So that's when I made the necessary changes, and I was learning about nutrition, so I decided to apply what I was learning to myself. I was just like, I'm just going to say, screw it. What I've been doing has not been working, and it was really hard for me to let go of what I had been doing because I just, in my head, I felt like that was the only way to get what I wanted. but I knew enough that it wasn't working because I'd done it so many times, it just wasn't working. So I knew that it was time to do something different. And even though it felt scary and I was feeling a little bit frustrated about having to change things, I was just like, I'm just going to jump in and do it. It's like, screw it. I'm sick of living like this. I'm sick of feeling like this. So I jumped in full on, just kept going forward. Not going to say it was easy. There were hard parts, but in the end, it worked out fabulously. And now I want to, that's why I made this my career, because I've experienced it and it's life-changing. So when you feel like you've hit your rock bottom in some area of your life, not necessarily fitness and nutrition, that's just the example I use because that was my big thing. But when you feel like you've just, you're at the end of your rope and you just can't be there anymore, that's a clear sign. It's time to change. It's time to jump in full force and go forward. And then the other sign, you start to notice a certain theme surrounding you. So all of a sudden you start to notice certain people coming into your life and your friends talking about certain things, and they all kind of fall into how you're feeling and what you're trying to do. And some opportunities come up that you weren't even really looking for. They just kind of presented themselves. For me, it was the opportunity to go and to a nutrition workshop, and that's where I decided to take the course that the person had written. It was Corey Holly. It was his workshop, and I took his course, and I studied the course so closely. Like, I really worked hard on that course. And, I wasn't looking for a nutritional course. It was just all of a sudden it popped up. I can't even remember where. I just saw this, and it was like, oh, it's at the YWCA, and that's downtown. That's really close by. I'll check it out. It's like an afternoon workshop, whatever. And, when I went to that workshop and I heard him talk, I was just like, oh, this is good stuff. I need this. So that was, a clear sign that I was just on the brink of needing to make that change that I made. And other things too came, other opportunities came into my life. I was able to give up my job at the lab that I hated so much and start studying personal training and group fitness and that kind of thing. Worked at the cafe while I was doing that to be able to pay bills, but I just, I knew that this path was something that I was going to start and I was going to keep going with it. And just all along the way, like when I think back to these little things and the people who came into my life all of a sudden, it's fascinating. So when you are really ready for a change, it means that you are also really open. So that's when things start to present themselves, because the things that you need, the tools that you need, they're all there. Everything's there for you, but until you're open to seeing it, you won't see it. So that's another clear sign that you're definitely ready for change. When you're actually able to let yourself be open to it, then you know it's time to do it. So the only thing to do next is to take action. So, don't ignore the signs that it's ready for a change. Be open to the people and the opportunities that are coming your way. And it's not going to be easy. Change is never easy. There's going to be some frustrating times. There's going to be times that you're going to regress. You're going to, start to progress a little bit, and then you regress, and then you progress again, and you regress. That's just a very normal part of life when you're making changes and learning new things. So don't be afraid of that. Just, keep going forward. You know what you want. So just keep working towards that, and I promise it will pay off. So I got to run because I've got this big old pile of towels that I have to fold for the studio. It's a good sign. A bunch of towels that need to be folded means that it's been busy at the studio, so that's good. So you guys have a great evening. I'll talk to you again real soon.